Vasily Lomachenko says Alexander Usyk schools Deontay Wilder. What up, sports world? This your boy, ItsJustBoxing, back again. I'm on BoxingNews24.com. Let's talk about it. Unified lightweight champion Vasily Lomachenko was predicting the former cruiserweight champion Alexander Usyk would beat WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder and school him when the time comes. Usyk is bringing in a record of 17-0 with 13 knockouts. Has ways to go before he shares the ring with unbeaten heavyweight king Deontay Wilder, who's bringing in a record of 41 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw with 40 knockouts. Usyk is the mandatory for the WBO belt, which is held by Andy Ruiz Jr. He got to wait to win the December 7th rematch between Anthony Joshua and Wilder in Saudi Arabia. From there, the WBO would need to order the fight. With the high number of right hands that Usyk last opponent, Chaz Witherspoon, bounced off his chin earlier the month of October, Wilder very likely would knock him out within 1 or 2 rounds. Usyk is too easy to hit at heavyweight, and his power is substandard for the division. He punches the way you expect a former cruiserweight to punch. There's weight classes for a reason. Yes, man. It really is, man. I understand, that Vasily Lomachenko, want to, speak up for his friend and his fellow countrymen and everything, but come on, man. Let's be realistic with this thing, bro. He struggled against Witherspoon. I mean, he didn't look all that impressive. What I was more impressed with was Witherspoon and how easy it was for him to hit him, like the writer stated. Witherspoon came off the couch pretty much, fought a week or something before the fight. Didn't have no significant of training. He wasn't in shape, and he lasted as long as he lasted. He was a front runner in the fight, because he knew he couldn't go 12 rounds, because he wasn't in fight shape. It wasn't like Usyk knocked him out or anything like that. He just couldn't go. So, he basically, I don't want to use the term quit, but he just couldn't finish the fight. So for Vasily Lomachenko, to just come out and do an interview or say something like that, man, it's ridiculous, man. What he needs to be worried about is worried about Devin Haney. Why haven't he responded to Devin Haney as of yet? But anyway, this is not the video I want to talk about right now. But I'm just saying, man, people need to stop. They need to stop with this, man. Lomachenko said he was schooled Deontay Wilder to ES News reporting about Usyk. He said the problem with Lomachenko prediction is that means very little, considering that Usyk is a friend, comes from the same country, like I said, of Ukraine, and shares the same trainer. It would be nice to know that Lomachenko would feel if Usyk wasn't his friend and was from some other country, because Usyk is like a smaller, weaker version of Tyson Fury. He'll spar for a while against Wilder, but once he gets hit, it'll likely be all over. Wilder is fighting a rematch with Luis King Kong Ortiz, who's bringing a record of 31 wins and 1 loss with 26 knockouts on November 23rd at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. If Wilder wins that fight, then he's supposed to be facing a rematch with the other heavyweight, Tyson Fury, which is his what I have him in the top 3 in the heavyweight division. Because I'm not gonna list his other bull crap because he's not a linear heavyweight champion. But Fury, he has his hands tied in his WWE wrestling against Braun Strowman at the Crown Jewel event on October 31st in Saudi Arabia. Man, what's up with these cats going overseas to Saudi Arabia all of a sudden? Whatever, he needs to get through that match in one piece to face Deontay Wilder in early 2020. I feel like Tyson Fury is not gonna fight Deontay Wilder. I mean, I just don't understand, what's going on with Tyson Fury right now. But Usyk is 32 years old. Has it pretty easy. He's going to be chilling out, waiting for Joshua Ruiz 2 rematch to take place to find out which of the two he'll face next. Usyk has already had his warm-up fight against Chaz Witherspoon on October 12th in Las Vegas, Nevada. He doesn't intend on fighting anyone else until he gets his title shot against Joshua Ruiz. Isn't it amazing, man, that you can actually do, for Eastern European, man, when you have that complexion for the protection, for you to do absolutely nothing at heavyweight. You can fight a guy who just got off the couch, because I'm not going to call him a scrub, I'm not going to call him a bum, I'm not going to call him none of that. He just got off the couch. This guy beat your face in, have you all bruised and black-eyed up, and then right after that fight, you gets a title shot. We're doing nothing. But in other fighters who don't have the complexion for the protection, they constantly have to prove themselves. It just amazes me at that, man. It really does. The biases that goes on in the sport of boxing. That black fighters do not get the same playing field as Eastern European. How is it that they can come over to our country, get credit with fighting 14, 15, 16, 17 fights, and they get labeled as the best, but our American champions, our American black fighters constantly have to prove themselves? Floyd Mayweather constantly still proving himself, feel like he had to prove himself, and he's 50-0. Andrew Ward had to constantly prove himself. He moved up to 160. He moved from 168 to 175 and beat the baddest man at 175, and Sergey Kovalev twice, and he still didn't get any credit. Floyd Mayweather defeated Manny Pacquiao, the man that they said that he couldn't beat. He still didn't get any credit. They talking about they still saying that Manny Pacquiao is the best fighter in this generation. And the man have over 6 losses. And some of his wins, he's fighting the guys 3-4 times. Terrence Crawford, he constantly had to prove himself. And he has 34, 35 wins. Earl Spence had to prove himself. In order for Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford to prove themselves, they have to fight each other. Sean Porter has to prove himself. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Adrian Broner, Gervonta Tank Davis, David Haney. David Haney had more fights and more wins, more knockouts than Vasily Lomachenko, and they saying that he's still green. He has much more to do just to get a title shot. But Vasily Lomachenko got 2 title shots, less than 5 fights. He lost, and still got a chance to fight Gary Russell for a title. He lost, bro. It's just ridiculous, man. Now he's saying that this green dude here can move up to the heavyweight division, beat a guy who was on the couch for 5 days. Off of 5 days, I mean, he brought him up off the couch for 5 days. Beat him. Now he's in position to get a title shot versus the Joshua and Ruiz Jr. winner. Just like that. haven't proven anything. He fought in a division that is not popular, the cruiserweight division. He was unified. He became the unified champion at cruiserweight. Most people can't even name the top 5 in cruiserweight. The only reason we're talking about him is because he did unify in the cruiserweight division. The guy is 32 years old, man. What was he doing all this time? Amateur fighting? Really? If they are so great, why they didn't start their careers earlier? I don't care anything about their amateur background. Amateur background has nothing to do with your professional career. Most of the rounds you fighting are 3-round fights with headgear on. But they get all this respect. Now Vasily Lomachenko think this guy can come up here and just beat, my fault, school Deontay Wilder. He has not been in one significant fight in his whole entire career. But now he's going to move up to the heavyweight division and beat Deontay Wilder. No, my fault, school him, as Vasily Lomachenko said. Man, this crap is ridiculous, man. But I'm on to the next one, man. It's Just Boxing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Press the like button. Smash that bell icon to get more new videos that's coming your way. Deuces. Peace.